Hello.
Welcome everybody to episode 10 of my indie game devlog. I'm really excited today to announce a couple of pretty big changes. I've been working on a lot of awesome stuff so far, although I have been on the down low in terms of my game development. I've sort of been taking a break to do things in actual real life, and if you can't tell, I actually have this cool little microphone now, so the audio quality is going to be much better than it was before. But without any further ado, let's get into the changes. The main changes that I've wanted or have started to make are changes to the combat system. I feel like the combat system is pretty lackluster. There's not a lot you can do with it right now. All you can really do is just slash with your sword, and that's kind of boring. It gets kind of stale after a little while. So I thought there should be a way that you can like access or equip like these new kinds of weapons and use them. So I've decided to go ahead and implement a nice little weapon sort of system or equipment system. You can go and find these weapons from something like maybe a chest or a shop. I don't know, but you can go ahead and check out the stats of your weapon by mousing over the thing that is under your health bar. That is where you can go ahead and change your weapon and see what kind of weapon you have, what the damage is, all of like the stats and stuff like that. So far though, there's only going to be a few weapons. I actually don't have a huge plan in terms of the amount of weapons that there's going to be. I feel like having too many is just kind of like unnecessary. I feel like because I would like to have some other forms of attacking besides just weapons. I like to have things like abilities, like some sort of ground pounding ability, or some sort of shockwave ability, or some force field ability. Stuff like that would be super awesome for the kind of game I'm making. So I like to head towards that direction more. Besides that, you can already see that I've added in a few of lesser things in the tutorial and in the help section for when you buy a weapon, or when you at least unlock a weapon. It'll give you a quick description of what that weapon does and how to use it, so that way you're not sort of lost. I just feel like that making sure things are intuitive is a really important thing when you're making a kind of game like this, especially one that may have a lot of mechanics or a lot of small different kind of mechanics. It's kind of important for the player to actually understand how they work, so they're not like trying to figure it out the entire time that they would be playing the actual game. As usual though, I've done plenty of optimizations to the code, plenty of optimizations to some of the sprites. I've improved some of those. I think I added a couple of new ones in. I improved a couple of the player animations. I'm just so lazy, like I want to redo them because it's been like 4 months since I've actually made them, but I also don't because I know that I'm gonna be ending up spending a lot of time on that if I do decide to redo them. So I'm sort of in between right now in that situation. But yeah, I'm getting really close, I think, to being able to release a demo for the game, which is something that I've wanted to do for a couple weeks now, but I just felt like there wasn't enough to put out for a demo yet. I just sort of feel like there has to be some sort of solid content before I go and release like an actual playable version of this game to the public. I've actually already got this all planned out. I'm going to finish up doing some things with the weapon system, and then I'm going to be off and I'm going to go ahead and release the demo. And I actually completely forgot to mention, I've actually decided to add a new shop as well. This is going to be sort of like the blacksmith shop, and over here you're going to be able to upgrade your weapons and your tools and stuff like that that you unlock and collect throughout the game. And they're going to be in very specific locations, which means that there's sort of like an element of choice in the game as well, where you have to choose, oh, do I want to buy maybe a potion or another weapon, or do I want to go ahead and upgrade a weapon that I already have? I think it's a really cool concept, and it'll add more depth to the weapons that are already there, which will in the end mean that I don't have to add like 1,000 different kinds of weapons to my game. For this update, I'm going to be trying to get back into this stuff a lot more now, especially now that I've got the time, now that my midterms are over. You're probably going to be seeing some at least decent progress, more than there was before. But I'm not going to make any promises because I'm still in a very heavy learning state right now in terms of my programming, art, and just pretty much game design overall. And I think that'll end it off for now. So once again, thank you everybody for tuning in today, and we'll see you in the next indie game devlog.